every time he smells him like a fire from far off way, and he'll just get really disgusted and hide, and he starts to stay away from people. I can relate to that.
Do you ever use what you read in any of your songs?
As a matter of fact, I use that very story in Scentless Apprentice. Yeah. So, that's really one of the first times that I've ever used an actual story, you know, as a book, as an example of a song. Yeah, I've always tried to stay away from that, but now that I'm running out of ideas more and more, I tend to do that.
Is it hard when you spend your whole life doing the first few albums, and then suddenly everybody needs their attention? You have to do interviews, you have to travel around, and suddenly is it hard to come up with ideas?
I don't know. I've just noticed that people expect more of a thematic angle with our music. You know, they always want to read into it. And before, I was just using pieces of poetry and just garbage. You know, just stuff that just would spew out of me at the time. And a lot of times when I write lyrics, it's just at the last second because I'm really lazy. So, and then I find myself having to come up with explanations for it. You know, so I thought I'd, you know, prevent that this time and actually have an explanation for some of the songs at least.
There's a lot of baby references in all the songs. I didn't think there would be, but you have like wombs, baby's breath, baby throw up,
Baby throw up?
There's baby everywhere. This is obviously become a huge part of your life.
It has been a part of my life before Courtney was even pregnant, though. I've always been just fascinated with medical texts and charts, and I guess I secretly want to be a doctor or something. I don't know. Or a person that works in a cremation factory. I don't know. I've always liked anatomy. You know, ever since a little kid. You know, when I first got that little model of the Invisible Man, you know, or the Visible Man. It's just something I really like. And since I've become a big rock star and made a bunch of money, I found this place in the Mall of America in Minneapolis that sells nothing but medical stuff. It's a medical supply store that they've offered to the public. You know, it's really great. I bought all these fetuses and, you know, anatomy men and charts and stuff, and it's like a dream come true. You know, because I've always been really poor, and if I could find something like that in a second-hand store, I'd barely have enough money to buy it. And a lot of times I couldn't buy that stuff, so I just went on this rampage of buying all this stuff. And I think I've overused it, you know, for like pictures for the album. I don't know. I just went overboard on it.
You know the old saying that you can't buy happiness. You think that's true?
Well, yeah, you can't buy happiness. I mean, that made me happy for a little while. But, I mean, I was just probably almost just as happy with, you know, I don't know, I look back on going to secondhand stores and stuff like that and finding a little treasure like that. And that actually meant more to me because it was more of a stab in the dark in a way, you know, because you didn't know if you're going to be able to afford it, and you don't know what you're really looking for, and when you find it, it's more special to you, rather than, you know, having $1,000 and going into a store like that and just buying the whole store, you know. It's not as, you know, it's not as special.
Because you've achieved so much success, like, so quickly, so surprisingly, you've had a baby, you're married. What excites you now?
My baby and my marriage. I don't know. I still like playing too. I mean, Chris and Dave and I haven't changed at all. I mean, believe it or not, we get along just as well as we ever did. You know, we're just as the same passive-aggressive people as we used to be. You know, we never fight. You know, we're pissed off at each other. We just hold it under our breath and have respect for one another in that way. You know, it's easier to work that way. You know, because we have a mission, I guess.
How do you personally cope with having relationships, private relationships that are always being scrutinized publicly? It must be really difficult.
Well, it is, but I mean, I still have a lot of the same friends that I used to have, so they don't seem to mind, and that isn't ever really exposed too much. You know, no one writes about how me and my friend Dylan
Hi, my name is Jen,
Hi, my name is Sharon.
and I
walked down the street and did whatever. But
They work hard, you and Courtney. They love to do that.
yeah, I don't know why, but we're just I don't know. I guess like my ego could be talking right now and it could say, well, we're interesting people, but I think we're just easy scapegoats. It's just, it started with something and then, people just pick up on it and carry it along. We turn into cartoon characters and there's nothing I can do about it really, I can threaten to sue and, try to bring up libel laws and stuff like that to people that write shit like that about us, but if you've ever looked into that, it's pretty much a lost cause. You have to have a lot of money to do that. And, I could spend the money that I earned last year all on fighting the Vanity Fair piece, and they'd end up winning because they have more money, So.
There's a magazine in Canada that incorporates itself for each issue, and then it goes bankrupt on each issue, so that it can write whatever it wants, and no one can ever sue them.
Wow, that's a pretty smart